Well, welcome guys to another Rally Roots video. I'm Ryan Roots.
And I'm Ellie Roots.
And together we are Rally Roots. As we've promised you guys in past videos, we decided to do a wholesale video today. And it's fitting because we just got a mess of wholesale stuff. This is a subject that you guys have been asking us to talk more about because, as you probably know, most of our income comes from wholesale. We do make a lot of money from thrifting and garage sales and auctions and stuff, but this is really like the meat of our business. So we wanted to just talk to you guys about that. I figure what might be cool to do is I like to break down the numbers, and you guys seem to like that. So I figured I would get the whiteboard and just break down the numbers for you guys on this exact lot that just came in. So you can kind of see exactly where we'll be on profit, gross profit, and net profits. And then maybe we can talk more about where to find deals like this, because that's really what everybody wants to know, right?
Yeah. Any
tips to add, babe?
Yeah, actually, I have one tip to add. Make sure if you want to buy wholesale, you have the space to buy wholesale, because you can't put this in your house. If your garage is empty and you have a 1, 2, 3 car garage, yes, you can put it in your garage, but make sure that everything is safe from the elements and vermin. That's
true. Yeah, this is obviously a lot of stuff. We didn't start buying bulk like this until we got a warehouse. But the nice thing about getting a warehouse is that it kind of forced us to start looking for bigger and bigger orders to fill the warehouse.
It's like a purse. Your warehouse is like a purse, ladies and gentlemen. You fill it.
That's a great analogy.
Yep, that's how purses work. The bigger you go, the more that's in it. You just fill it up. It's fact. People will say in the comments below, no matter how large or small their purse is, it's full.
I don't think I would know. I've never had a purse.
Well, that's maybe...
That's my fault. Yeah. All right, guys, let's break down some numbers and talk more about wholesale. Let's go. Okay, so let's break down the numbers on this entire deal. First things first, how much money did we pay in total for everything? And the answer to that is we paid $5,000 total for all of this stuff that came in today. Next is how many total items did we receive in this order? And the answer to that is 299. So 299 units is what we got for the $5,000 spent. So very simply, if we take $5,000 and divide it by 299 units, I know that there's a bunch of different products over there, but I like to know the average cost that we paid per product. So we take 5,000 and divide it by 299, which gives us a total of $16.72 average cost per item over there. So now we know how much each piece cost us. The next thing we need to figure out is what is our average selling price going to be on each one of these items. So the way that we figure out that number is I take one of each one of these products, look it up on eBay, look it up on Amazon, and find out how much the average price of that item is selling for. And then I add those numbers together and then divide by how many products we're looking at. So I'll show you four of the SKUs that we got, and then I'll tell you how I divided the numbers. We got a bunch of these air fryers, model FH1163. We've sold these pretty well in the past. We got a bunch of these coffee grinders, type KG89 burr grinders. A whole bunch of these Braun Brew Sense coffee machines, model KF7155. I believe we have over 100 of these Braun Multi-Quick 7s, model MQ727. So with those 4 SKUs that I showed you, they add up in total to $300. Like if we sold one of each one of those, we would end up with $300. So what we do is we take $300 and divide it by the number of items. So 300 divided by 4 gives us an average sales price of $75 per unit. So now we know some things might sell for $100, some things might sell for $50, but across the board, when we average it out, we should get around $75 per unit with the stuff that we bought. And now the last thing to talk about is fees. So we have our eBay and PayPal fees, which on average for that $75 works out to about $10. And then we also have shipping fees, obviously. So on average to ship, these are a bit larger of items. Some of them are smaller, some of them are a bit bigger, but on average, we're calculating $14 for shipping. And we do still do free shipping even on our larger stuff. So $14 on average per item shipped out. That's what we expect to pay. Okay, now if we take our average selling price of $75 and we subtract the fees and the shipping, and then also subtract our average cost of goods, $16.72, we're left with a gross profit margin per item of $34.53. So now we know, after looking at our numbers, that when we sell through all of this stuff, or each time we sell one of these things, we should have a gross profit on each one of $34.53. Now I say gross because obviously that doesn't take into account stuff like taxes, stuff like overhead, we're keeping it in a warehouse, stuff like employee cost, paying people to list and ship the items, and then also returns. Some of this stuff may get returned, some of it may show up and, you know, it might get lost in the mail or broken or whatever. We have to account a little bit for that as well. Luckily for us, on average, we're getting around 2% returns on stuff like this. So we could take that 2% and take that out of the $34.53. But for the sake of today's video, we're just gonna go with what is the actual gross profit, which we're calculating at $34.53 per unit. All right, so all we have to do now to calculate the total gross profit on this entire wholesale lot is we take our average profit per item, which was $34.53, and we multiply that by the amount of units that we have. So again, we bought 299 units, so we take that $34.53 multiplied by 299, which gives us a grand total of $10,324. So now we know after everything sells, and again, I'm not taking out returns and stuff, but we know all said and done, if everything goes perfect to plan, the business will make $10,324. And this isn't going to happen overnight, obviously, because there's almost 300 units here. It may take months for all of this stuff to sell. I would say on average for us to clear out 300 units like this, I would say it may take us 2 to 3 months. But even so, if you break that down, if it takes us 3 months for it all to clear out, we're still gross profiting $3,333 a month if you break it down over 3 months. So yes, it could take some time. Obviously, there's other costs associated with doing business, but still, we only spent $5,000, and at the end of the day, we should make over $10,000 on this transaction. And that, guys, is why we still love to do wholesale deals like this. Obviously, it's a bit riskier. You're spending more money. Not a lot of people can just take $5,000 and spend it all at once, hoping to get their money back over 2 to 3 months. But if you have the capital, if you have the time and the patience, and if you can find the right product, this really is the way to scale up your reselling business, by buying in bulk and buying wholesale. So that's what we like to do, and that's a huge part of our business. So that being said, maybe we can chat a little bit more about how to find deals like this, because I know that that is a big question that a lot of people have. So let's chat about that. Hey babe. Hey babe. Hey babe. Oh, camera wars.
Camera off.
Tell the people how to find wholesale.
Oh, it doesn't want to focus on you.
Focus on you. Look at that pretty face.
Don't look at me.
Okay.
When you said don't look at me, it reminded me of
Stuart
Stuart
from Mad TV.
Stop!
I could do it. Callie, tell the people how to find wholesale.
Oh, you know, just like Google that.
Oh, that's correct. You're right.
I don't know.
Bye. So guys, remember, when it comes to the wholesale side of our business, there's only so much information we can share to YouTube, to the public, to be fair to our mentoring students who have paid us for that information, and because we don't want to bombard the market and flood the market with a bunch of people doing the same exact things that we're doing. You know, we have to be careful about what we say on YouTube now, because we have 63,000 subscribers, and if everybody goes and does the exact same things, it is going to limit the market for other people. But a few tips that I can give you, number one would be to check out auctions. So not auctions online, but actually go to physical auctions. You can go to websites like auctionzip.com, type in your zip code, and you can see the auctions that are going on around your area. And I know that in some places that are not heavily populated, you're not going to be able to see as many auctions, but sometimes it's worth the drive, to drive 1 or 2 hours to go to a really good auction. Remember, there's auction houses out there that liquidate businesses. They liquidate like new old stock inventory. They'll liquidate shelf pulls and customer returns. There's even auction houses that all they do is liquidate old Amazon returns, which you can buy by the pallet and then flip onto places like eBay or send back to Amazon. So just keep an open mind and look for local auctions. That's one of the first ways that I recommend getting into bulk buying, because it doesn't require a ton of capital, opposed to like big wholesale, for example. Like going to a manufacturer and trying to get wholesale product sometimes can require orders of like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 at one time. So going to auctions and buying bulk that way is a great way to get started in buying wholesale. And then the final tip I can give you is to network as much as you can locally. Even when you go to those auctions, talk to the people around you. Most of the other people there are going to be resellers just like you. But the cool thing about networking with other resellers is that we all do different things. We all like to buy different products. So if we're networked with the right people and they know, for example, that we like to buy vintage clothing, they don't deal in vintage clothing, maybe they deal in just computer parts, right? But if they're out and about and they find a deal on a good lot of vintage clothing, who are they going to call? Us, because we've made it known what we like to buy. And maybe they'll mark it up and make 20-30%, but if there's still money left over, we don't really care. So that's another big part of our business, is just networking locally, making it known that we are resellers and we have the capital to buy, so that when deals like that do come up, people call us instead of us having to go and find all the deals ourselves. So there you go, guys. There's a couple great ways to start buying in bulk. Hopefully that helps you out. And again, I'm sorry that we can't share all of the other information, but we have to be fair to our mentoring students. And I know the mentoring is limited as well. We only take on 75 people at a time, but to be fair to them, we have to do that. And if you are interested in joining our mentoring group, I'll put a link in the description of this video where you can go and fill out a form, and we'll shoot you an email when we open up more spots. So that's a little bit on the wholesale side of our business. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think I want to just end it here, actually. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. And Allie says bye. Allie, she's taking pictures over there right now. She's working really hard. Yell bye, babe.
Adios.
And Callie is shipping. There's Callie saying bye. But thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments that we can answer, please leave them in the comment section of this video. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to our videos. We put out lots of stuff like this. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace out. Bye.